today I'm going to present the course we title as the basic of the piping engineering. This course has consists of the 7 lessons, and right now I'm going to go over the introduction first, and then um, on the next lessons I will also starting with this the first lesson and go on until finish to complete the 7 lessons. Now I'm using my e-learning website, which is www.barajalai.com, where I have prepared the courses um, based on my 29 years experience as a piping stress analysis engineer, as well as a piping engineer, working with the several world-class EPC company in the world, such as Bechtel in Hammersmith, London, Foster Wheeler in Reading, now become Wood in Reading, and I have also been working at A Products in Hersham, UK, and then working as well at CBNI company in Paddington. And before that, I was working with this Japanese company called Chiyoda, where I was in Indonesia, and then when moved to Singapore, I also worked with the KBR Kellogg Branded Singapore. And in the past 12 years, I was working with Saudi Aramco with the project management team, which broadened my expertise and knowledge into the project management activities. So based on all kind of experience, then I prepare my website. Now we're gonna go to the website. Then if you see that I already log into my account in barajalai.com. If you want to go to the website, and you may have to register first while putting your username and your email address, and the system will send you a link for you to update your password in order to be able to access the website, and also the course as well. Now there are um, 4 piping engineering and project management categories, which is less piping stress, piping engineering, pipe support, and project management. And I also put one more categories into like social sciences, like is it like something which is not in engineering term. It's more like history, international relation, politics, which I have another author who um, provide the courses and lessons as well. Now for this time, we I'm going to, if we go scroll down, and you can see there are 4 courses showing here, feature here, but to be honest with you, only 2 are available, which is the basic of piping engineering and this piping stress analysis for beginner. The other 2 here, uh, BT 1.3 piping code introduction and the training support design and calculation, has not been completed yet. So I put it as closed. You cannot access it because there's nothing there yet. Now let's start with this the basic of piping engineering. Just click this, and it'll take a while because it depends on your internet connection. Now we are on the page of course with title of basic of piping engineering. You have a nice picture here. This is the common piping system configuration on the oil and gas facilities. In this sample gas plant, and for this course, basically we will provide you with this the introduction of what is the piping system, the history of that. Like it's been using by the people from China centuries ago, when they used bamboo as a means to bring water from the source, most probably in the higher ground, to watering the paddy field on the lower ground. And also, the history has been stated that the people from Indus Valley has been using the piping system to deliver the water into the houses. And don't forget about this. Mention the people from Egypt who bring the water from Nile River for irrigation purposes. That's centuries ago. But now we can find easily the piping um, been using to deliver the water into our houses, to residential purposes, and also to the firefighting system, and for the um, oil transfer from the oil wells into the manifold, into the processing plant, and then they transfer oil after the processing, becoming gasoline, diesel, kerosene, and then other kind of uh, type of um, fuel for aircraft. Then more they normally using from the wells into the facilities. They normally use piping. Now we know that piping is very important because based on that we know that piping is very important because this is part of our life, right? So we need to ask ourselves, what is the piping anyway? You know, and the piping is based on this what it calls the book from Mohinder El Nayar in his famous piping handbook and 7th edition. What they say, we call it a piping system. We have a set of pipes along with other components and accessories with same set of design condition like pressure, temperature, and the surfaces, and then they are connected each other or interconnected each other. That we call a piping system. So, in other words, you can call something as piping when you combine flanges, gasket, bolt and nuts, attach the pipe, and maybe you need to some reducer, some elbow, and then you need a pipe support and other piping component like valves. Then that's when they are connected each other, interconnected each other. That's the call as piping. If only pipe or fitting laying on the ground, they don't call it piping. They call it by the name itself. They call it pipes. They call it elbow, for example, for fittings. They call it flanges as a flange, a gasket, or bolt. They don't call it a piping system. That's why. So the piping as is called as long as the pipe, the fittings, the valve, accessories are connected to each other. It has the same set of and design and pressure condition. That's why we have a piping system for steam distribution, or for air compressor, or for nitrogen, and for utility system. So we have several piping system, but the piping itself has to be a set of connection. You can call a connection between the pipes, fittings, components or accessories, a valve, and the pipe support. Now, in this course, we will be focusing on uh, the piping system for or normally used in oil and gas facility. So not in the like a refrigeration plant, not on this like a HVAC, but this is mainly on the oil and gas plant. So uh, we're gonna learn about the pipe material, the pipe size, and wall thickness, and then like a small bore pipe, large bore pipe, and we'll be learning about the pipe fittings, the flanges, type of flanges, the face of the flanges, the gasket, bolt, and nut, and finally we will discuss about the pipe support. But for the pipe support, we will not be going into detail because there will be too much, and we just give some idea about what is the pipe support type standard pipe support and a special pipe support. For each of them, we will be discussing separately on the separate courses. So as you see that we have 7 lessons, and that will be covered in another video. So that's it for now. If you want to try it out, you can visit the website www.barajale.com. Thanks for your attention. Bye for now.